How's it going, Commanders? Here is the long-awaited Snowstrike Hero Loadout video. For those who don't know, you were able to register before Save the World went free to play, and those who did are now able to get the Ninja Hero Snowstrike for free when completing the tutorial for Save the World. Normally, this ninja is only available after completing the Hunt the Titans questline, but now anyone is able to get it. At least those who registered, I believe. Even still, she is an amazing hero to have. So, for all you new players in Save the World, here is how you use her. My last video I made for her revolved around a combination of her North Star ability, which freezes enemies for 4 seconds, after which, if you throw another North Star at the husk or hit them with a melee weapon, causes a large explosion, dealing 167 base water damage, and the Blakebeard's Stash team perk, which is available by completing the Yar questline, which is available today, and acquiring the hero Blakebeard. Blakebeard's Stash grants a 5% chance of finding a chest with a peg-leg melee weapon, coconuts for your heals, and cannonballs for throwable explosives. Now, this old hero loadout was pretty good, but it wasn't great since it focused more on the Blakebeard's Stash instead of Snowstrike's ability. And don't get me wrong, it is good, but you do need to wait a while for your Throwing Star ability to finish its cooldown, so this new loadout will focus specifically on spamming your Throwing Star ability. Starting off with our Commander hero, we got Snowstrike with her Commander perk North Star. Throwing Star freezes enemies for 4 seconds instead of doing damage, unlike the standard perk which only slows the enemies down. Enemies frozen by your North Star ability explode for 167 base water damage, so this is more powerful against fire element husks, if they receive melee damage or damage from another North Star explosion. Additionally, Throwing Star effects and damage will be applied during the North Star explosion, so any Throwing Star damage buff that you add will be added to the explosion, not the Throwing Stars itself. Pretty straightforward. To spam our Throwing Star ability, we will be using Happy Holidays as our team perk, which we can only get by acquiring Ted. He is a soldier hero, and he's only available during the Frost Night event in Christmas. Still, that is pretty close by, and Snowstrike still has her ability. This just reduces the ability cooldown, so no need to fret or worry. For our support hero, we'll use Swift Shuriken Lamurai first with Rapid Fire. He decreases our Throwing Star cooldown by another 30%, which we are able to drop the cooldown of our Throwing Stars all the way down to 4.2 seconds. Now again, Swift Shuriken Lamurai is only available during Fort Nightmares, the Halloween event, but still, that is pretty close, so you won't have to wait very long. Next, we got Skirmisher Edge with Train Throw, which decreases our Throwing Star energy cost by 33%. Normally, it would cost around 30 to 35 of our energy, but with this, we are able to drop it down to 20. And this is a base level hero. You are able to get him at any point in time while you play. We will need something to get that energy back though, if we do want to spam our Throwing Star ability. So, we'll pick an unusual hero for our next support. Energy Thief Mari. She comes with Rebound. Crescent Kick returns 5 energy for each enemy hit. And since you're going to need to get up close and personal to activate your North Star ability, Rebound is pretty useful. You are going to be a glass cannon due to being in the middle of the horde. So we'll go with Dennis next with Burger Buff. Eliminations have an 8% chance to drop a burger which grants 53 base health and 5 energy every second for 3 seconds. This will help you stay alive and regain your energy the more husks you kill, which with North Star won't be an issue at all. And finally, Cloaked Star. Normally when you use your Throwing Star ability, it launches your Throwing Stars one at a time, and you do need to aim almost perfectly if you want to hit a husk. But with Fan of Stars, it throws all your Throwing Stars at once in an arc, giving you a much better chance at hitting the husks in front of you. Plus, it does give you an additional Throwing Star, so you're able to hit more husks. But that's enough of me yapping. Let's go to the demonstration. Here we got a power level 160 Repair the Shelter, and the most dangerous thing in this mission is the exploding death bombs. That's when you eliminate a husky husk of any kind, they drop a final present, a literal bomb in your face, and those suckers do a lot of damage. But getting back on track, as you can see here, we are able to do almost 113,000 points of damage, and that's without critting. The next throw shows over 300,000 points of damage, and that's against a nature husk, which do have a buff against water attacks. With how the percentages go, nature husks take only 33% of the actual damage against their weakened element. If North Star was a fire damaged ability, then we'd probably see a much higher number. But even still, the damage that this ability does is incredible. The downside of this ability is that it is not a boss killer. This hero is specifically for clearing crowds and crowds of husks. If we were to, let's say, use it against a mini-boss, or even less, a smasher, the most you would do is freeze it, and the damage wouldn't really be a lot. The only way you could do so much damage to a smasher or a mini-boss is if you were able to freeze the husks surrounding them before causing a chain explosion around the smasher or mini-boss, taking a huge chunk of their health. But that is situational. Still, this hero is an amazing crowd clearer with the ability to destroy swarms of husks no matter what. And with the 4-second cooldown of your throwing star ability, you're able to cause explosions after explosions, clearing so many swarms of husks in seconds. This is one of my favorite crowd clearing heroes to use, especially during the Fire Mutant Storm season, since most, if not all the husks, will be fire elemental, so your water damage will be doing some high numbers. But that is all I have for today. I hope you all enjoyed this video, and I hope all you new players for Save the World enjoy using Snowstrike. Remember, you don't need all these heroes to use her abilities, you just need to upgrade her a little, and the game will show you how. The rest of the heroes that you need to make this loadout will return soon, so don't worry. Other than that, if you commanders like my content, why not leave a like? And if you'd like to get more updates regarding Save the World, why not drop a follow? Until then, as always, stay safe and game on!